Man, let me tell you something. I love computers. I love building them and doing weird stuff
On and with them.
So I was kind of getting tired of my old computer, which is the one you just saw, the one that turns on like a car. Yeah. I was getting kind of bored of that one, and I wanted to go more backwards into a more retro thingamabob. So I found a case, right? Real cheap, mind you, real cheap on Facebook, and it was a steal. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pass it to my self, and I'll show you the rest. What's up? This is my room. I wanted to show you something I've been working on. That's about it. Hold on. Let me bring you all back here. A new pride and joy. It's a FPL01. So let me show you what's inside. All right, let's see what's inside this piece of shit. Big surprise. It's freaking crap.
Ugh.
Look at that cable management. Disgusting.
Brother,
I didn't have a lot of space. Don't judge me. We have here a 3080, 12 gigabyte version, Ryzen 9 5900X. Big boy radiator. I'll explain in a sec. A power supply, pretty standard. Whatever. 6 terabyte hard drive. 2 NVMe's, 1 terabyte, not 4 but 2. For sticks of RAM, my intake there. I plan on replacing that later on because it's running at full curve. Because I need this case to be pretty cool and chilled, as much as I can be. Actually, the GPU is undervolted because it gets really hot. The 3080 draws a lot of power. I think it's like 320 watts. And yeah, I knew heat was going to be a big concern in this. The radiator, especially, it is 38 millimeters thick for that CPU. And overall, the case airflow has been surprisingly well so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I also have one more thing here. These are my custom gauges that I've done. I got them from the gauges I got from Chinese manufacturer, whatever. It's powered by an Arduino board. I'm pretty sure that is, and then it takes via USB data from the computer, specifically temperature. Currently, it's all wired, and it tells me hard drive, CPU, and GPU temperatures. And that's pretty much it. I just gotta paint it white and cut it down a little bit because it takes up 2 slots currently from my old case. But yeah, it would be sick to just have it in front. It's a cool mod. I wanted to talk about the downside of this case. Obviously, space is a big factor, as well as heat. Not so much for some, but it could be for you. A 3080 actually doesn't fit in this case. I had to manually cut a square off of it so I could actually fit the GPU. Another thing is obviously big radiators. The 38 millimeter ones, they won't really fit in this case unless you really fiddle with them how I did. I kind of have it put up on the top there where it kind of covers it, but not really. 27 should be fine. And obviously, you have to put the fans outside the case because they won't really fit inside. And having them actually suck air out, I have them as my exhaust for now. They're just sucking air out, as well as the radiators heat and the case heat away from the computer, which has been working so far. No, nothing wrong with that. And yeah, besides that, it's a really sleek case. Can't lie to you. It's really nice. I love the way it looks. Yeah, that's about it, dude. Nothing much to it. Just a freaking case. I don't know what you expect. But anyways, let me tell you about something funny that happened while I was building this. So one thing that unfortunately happened while building this was the death of my motherboard. Rest in peace. I had to actually buy a new one, and that's why I didn't have money for white fans or other things I would have liked. Um, so these are my two radiators that I had bought. Actually, this is my old one, and this is the one I bought from NZXT. It actually came in broken, um, and I didn't realize this because I didn't use it. I thought it would be fine. The pump is not functional, and I've tested it thousands of times already. I have different computers. It powers through SATA. Everything, nothing worked. So the pump was dead, and this one here, the water inside of it had oxidized. So my big idea was, let's drain this one and let's clean this one and drain it and flush it out and put the liquid from this on this. It's a solid plan, and I thought it would work. Um, Besides the fact that it didn't, and there was a small amount of water in the O-ring inside the seal, and there was a small amount of water. So whenever I tightened it as far as I could, the water spilled whenever I was tying it onto the CPU into the motherboard. I panicked. It wasn't on, so I removed everything. It wasn't on, but somehow it still killed it. I I got I tested it and it was dead. It wasn't. It was not working. Um, I I checked and inside the motherboard, the CPU socket, it was wet. The CPU socket was wet completely. It was the holes were wet, and I didn't clean that. I didn't care to. Actually, the motherboard might be completely fine. It All I would need to do is dry it completely. It probably still works, to be honest. But I just didn't want to deal with that, and I saw it as a chance to buy a mini ATX board, which came in help. I had more space, whatever. But killed my motherboard. Big surprise. Never doing that again. Never do that. Never open your AIOs, guys. Big mistake. But yeah, looking forward to doing some gaming on this machine. Doing some editing. Some more videos coming out later. Actually, I was going to just install Void Linux on my T41 just right now, actually. Um, Fix that up as well. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Pretty cool machine I got for free from my college. Um, but yeah, that's my current computer. Whenever I do end up water cooling the whole thing, I'll do a video on that. But for now, that's about it. What can I say? So yeah, guys, if you liked the video, click the like. Buy this case. It's a cool case. It's a nice project to work on. I recommend it. Cannot say more. So yeah, like the video, subscribe. See you later.
Huh?